Good morning, Lions and Trojans. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020, making it a terrific Tuesday. Now, today we're going to get started with our math lesson with Miss and Mr. Hernandez. I wanted to go over some vocabulary before we went into our lesson. So here's some vocabulary words that we should be remembering throughout our day and continue throughout our week. And the vocabulary words are as follow. We have columns. Remember, columns are up and down, so they are vertical. Say vertical. Vertical. Rows are always side to side, so they run horizontal. Say horizontal. Horizontal. Now our next word for vocabulary is equal groups. Remember, our groups have to be equal. We have to have the same amount of objects in each group. So here we have how many in each one. Yep, we have 4 and 4. Next, we have repeated addition. Remember, repeated addition gives us the total amount of objects in our array. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if we add all the columns together of our objects, we do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 gives us 12. And this is our repeated addition. Next, when we have all our rows and columns together, it makes the image of an array. Say array. Array. All of these rectangles or squares with rows and columns are called arrays. And finally, today we're going to look at our new vocabulary word, tape diagram. Yeah, we have seen this word before, tape diagram, and we've used it to represent addition or subtraction problems. And today, we're going to use it to represent our rows or columns for our word problems. So what's our new vocabulary word for the day? Yep, tape diagram. Alrighty, Lions and Trojans, here we go. So today, as mathematicians, we will be able to solve word problems that have rows and columns using addition. So when we start our word problems, there's 3 things we need to remember. What are those 3 things we need to do during the time that we solve our word problems? Yeah, we need to read, draw, and write. Right? There's 3 things. Let's take a look. We need to read our word problem, draw our picture, and write our answer in a complete sentence. So let's go to our word problem for the day. What's the first step we need to do with our word problem? We need to read it. So here we go. Miss Tam arranges desk into 4 rows of 5. How many desks are in her classroom? Now remember, Lions and Trojans, we don't just read it one time. We read it more than once to find some important information to solve our problem. So here we go again. Let's read it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Miss Tam arranges desks into 4 rows of 5. How many desks are in her classroom? All right, so I read 4 rows, and that sounds important because we're talking about rows. And how many are in each row? Yep, 5. And we need to know how many are in her classroom. Now our next step is to draw. So today I did say we're going to use our new vocabulary word, tape diagram. So instead of drawing an array, we're going to use a tape diagram to represent our problem. So I'm going to make my rectangle. And how many rows did it say? That's right, we have to do 4 rows. So I'm gonna make 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, they have to be equal because we're making equal groups. Now, each row has how many desks? Yep, 5. 5, 5, 5, and 5. Now, I need to find how many are all together in her classroom. So what can I do to find the total? Yeah, that's right. Do our repeated addition sentence. So we're going to add 5 plus 5 plus 5. Oops. Plus 5 gives us 5, 10, 15, 20. So Miss Tam, she has how many desks in her classroom? That's right, she has 20. So we're going to now do our final step, which is write. We're going to write Miss Tam has 20 desks in her classroom. So Miss Tam has 20 desks in her classroom. Now remember, we always have to label our work. 20 desks. All right, let's think about it. Did we read? Yep. Did we draw? Yes. Did we write our answer in a complete sentence? Correct. So have we done all 3 steps to solve our word problems? Yes, we did. Okay, now it's your turn, Lions and Trojans, to try this out on your Google Classroom. Remember, today our goal is to be able to solve word problems that have rows and columns using addition. So your practice is going to look like this. Do we see the new vocabulary word we're going to be using? We do. We see a tape diagram. And this is going to help us represent our word problem. Remember, you're going to read it, you're going to draw it, which is already right here. You're going to fill in the blanks. Then you're going to write your answer. You're going to do the same thing for the next problem. And finally, for our exit ticket, we're going to go back to drawing arrays. So you're going to use these stickers to make your arrays to draw your picture. All right, Trojans and Lions, we can do this. Have a terrific Tuesday, and we'll see you later. Bye.